I am just talking and all the way on mute. How about that? But welcome to Purpose Place, the Collective. We are now live, and I'm super excited. Well, I'm just super excited to be here. The topic may not be all that exciting, but I'm excited. How about that? This is April, and April is Stress Awareness Month as well as Sexual Trauma Month. And so we're going to get into it today. We're going to get into it and we're going to talk about it. But before we get started, let me introduce myself. And again, this is Purpose Place, the collective. We are rooted in wisdom. We are grounded in purpose. And I just invite you to pull up and feel the vibe. This is a space where we have real conversation. Healing is honored. Growth is always welcome. And we have a seat for you here at the table. So come on, join me right here with Purpose Place. If I say something today, that hits you right, and it is ministering to you, I invite you to put your coffee emoji in the chat, as well as take a sip and be like, that's talking to me right now. So your emojis in the chat, let me see and know, hey, we cooking over here. So again, talk to me. Let me know where you're listening from. Let me know if something that will be said today ministers to you, help you to grow, help you to heal, and put that in the chat and let me know. But again, we welcome you today to just jump in. And I keep saying we, because normally I always have a guest. Um, but when I initially started uh, on social media, I didn't have a guest. It was just me looking in this camera, talking to you. And it really became very comfortable having a guest, having someone to bounce off of. But today, it's like God was like, no, you're going to do it. So here I am. You got me. So that's my habit of saying we. But nevertheless, let's get it done. And I guess we are a we because you're with me, right? So let's go. Again, like I said today, we're going to be talking about stress. April is Stress Awareness Month as well as Sexual Trauma Month. So we're going to kind of talk about both of those things and some things that we, have seen happening. Um, but let's just flow through it. This is not a topic about fear, but it is going to be a topic about healing. Um, so um, before I get started, I'm going to do a quick intro and then we'll come right back and I'm going to jump right into it. How about that? All right, let's go. Doing it on purpose. Gotta know what your worth is. Gotta know what your worth is. I love the soul in your eyes, so I walk with purpose in my life. Do it on purpose. You shall live and not die. You gotta know what your worth is. Yes, doing it on purpose. God know what your worth is. Yes, you better say it, girl. I shall live and not die. Come on. And I think that's a good lead in to this conversation today. So I'm going to start with a question that basically asks, why does everyone feel tired even after rest? You've had a good night's sleep, you're going to bed, you may be getting your 5 hours, 8 hours, sometimes even more. You're taking time off, but you're still tired. You're trying to rest, but you're still feeling drained. Why is that? Or do you even ask yourself, man, I went to bed early. I know I've been saying that. Like, dude, I went to bed early and I am still exhausted. Or I find myself taking a senior. I'm not a senior. Well, in some places I am a senior. In some places I'm not yet a senior. But nevertheless, I find myself needing a day nap. Like those little kids who have, when it's time to take a nap in school, I feel like I need a nap. So yeah. And I purposely cannot, will not, if when I'm working, I will not do like a heavy meal lunch. I will do like a small sandwich or something because I'm gonna get in the corner somewhere and take me a day nap. How about that? So I can't do like, because I'm like that midday will really kind of like take me out when I'm at work. Um, but because sometimes our body maybe is not tired from work. What if it's tired from stress? Like, do we ever consider and think of all the things that's going on? I mean, we wake up every day. Some of you guys may, you may wake up and be like, oh, I don't see nothing. I don't hear anything. I see nothing. I hear nothing. But many of us have just been for a couple years now, and definitely within this year, you've woke up to something that is like, what now? Why can't we just be emotionally at peace and all those things? Because even though a lot of things you may see on the TV or news or hear through conversation may not affect your house directly, but more than likely it's affecting somebody's house. And if you are an empathetic person, that tends to weigh on you and can cause you to have some stress behind that. So again, um, sleeping, still feeling tired, taking time off, still feeling tired, trying to rest and still not able to get rest, because oftentimes we don't equate that to stress. We tend to look at what is happening at the moment, um, to be the cause. Like, man, I didn't get no sleep, or I tossed and I turned. But why was you tossing and turning? Why did your mind not turn off? So it's now it's digging a little bit deeper and not just looking at that initial cause as to why. Uh, many times we're facing survival. We're like in survival mode way too long. You got money stress, heartbreak, relationships aren't going good, and it's not always the romantic relationship. Sometimes the family relationship, sometimes the work relationship. Things are like it's breaking your heart. I mean, even to wake up, like I said, going back to the news, hearing stuff on the news, seeing different countries get bombed. Those things can stress you out. I know it bothers me to know that children have been killed, to see people struggling and starving, um, for the sake of war. So, and not even a war that most Americans want or even see, understand, or even if they try to make us understand, it doesn't make sense. So let me get off that. But nevertheless, as you can see, my stress level. If I had like a beeper thing on, it probably go beep 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 beep, because it's heartbreaking. It really is. Seriously, it is super heartbreaking to see what people are going through. Detention camps, and that's a nice way of saying it, because it's more than that. It's like we're repeating history, and we're just doing it to another group of people. That's heartbreaking. Um, Caregiving. If you are a caregiver, that's stress. It's admirable that we take care of our loved ones. We take care of people who need us. We look after them. But if this is a position that you're doing full time around the clock, that can also be stress, because you are in many cases neglecting probably your health, your things that you need to take care of those that you are caring for. Um, Trauma. I know we don't like to. I know it's thrown around a lot, but it is also uh, dismissed a lot. Always being a strong one, stressful, stressful. Many times we're conditioned to be that strong one. Many times we are if you've ever been the responsible one in your family growing up, you just kind of continue that going forward in many of your relationships. For the most part, I know I'm guilty of that. I was conditioned growing up. I was the middle child, but I was the one that everyone saw as responsible, and so I was the one who had to, basically was the house manager, if you will. I made decisions. I took care of whatever my mom could not take care of because she had to work. So guess what? I had to run the house and did so. Um, to the fact that my older brother and my younger sister would be like, "You're not my mama." Well, technically I am because she put me in charge. How about that? So, but being a strong one, these are things that your nervous system that keeps our nervous system on alert. So all these things, we're always like in survival mode. We're always on alert. So when you rest, so basically when we go to sleep and you're sitting down, you're taking a moment to yourself, but your mind is still going. You go to sleep, your mind is still going. It's like it just doesn't shut off. And now your body doesn't feel the safety that it needs. It doesn't feel safe enough to just say it's time to relax. And I know for me personally, it has taken me a while, and it still takes a moment for me to get in a space where I am able to uh, be okay with I'm not doing anything. Um, but it took a long time for me to get to that point because I used to feel bad because I'm not doing something. I'm not checking off something. So stress. How do we start to recognize that being tired all the time is just more than I didn't get enough sleep? It's more than I didn't. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. It's more than um, I got the 8 hours, but man, I just worked hard yesterday. It might more than likely may be stress, and now it's time to identify those areas. Like some of the things that hold on, I think I had somebody. Okay, sorry. Some of the things that may be uh, advantageous to help with stress and relieving some stress is deep breathing. Now, I'll tell you for me, and one day soon I'll have Coach Cassie on here. She does breath work, and she's really good at it. Now, when I was first introduced to this, I was like, oh, yeah, that's not me. Breathing and I don't know. I'm just not good with what am I? How can I say it? I'm not good with the more softer things, and so that the soft life I'm being introduced to it. So to me, that was like one of those softer, mampy pampy things. I was like, yeah. But being around it more and more, uh, I started to. No, I had something with my throat. That's what it was. There was something with my throat. And then that's when my doctor was like, start breathing. Because it felt like I was being winded when I was talking. And so, and I found myself coughing. And so they was like, try some breath work. And I was like, what I got to do with anything? So I did because I'm already around Coach Cassie. They're already doing it. Uh, then the doctor brought it up and I was like, okay, Angela, get it together. So I did, and it really does calm you. It really it starts to help you relieve stress where you are taking a moment, you're focusing, it's like you're being grounded, and you kind of bring it all back to like you are kind of slowing down your pace. You're slowing down your mind from just kind of rushing all over. In this moment, you have to be present in this moment. And so that was a big deal for me, being present, because I'm always thinking of what's next, or oh, I forgot to do this, or yeah, let me write this down. Yeah, I just thought about something. Let me write this down. Let me get on Google and research that question. Let me see what all the information is for whatever thought that just came to my mind. Now I'm online because now I'm pulling all the resources so I can go back and kind of read through it. But I've still gotten out of the moment. I've still added something else. So think about that. Another thing that might help is morning sunlight. Now that is one of my faves. I love one because I have my two dogs, so I have to walk them. But even before I had the two dogs, I love to get out and walk in the morning. It just feel like me and God is me in the morning prayer. and let the wind be blowing, especially the spring season and the fall season. One of my favorite times to be outside and just walking. I love to walk near water, so just definitely helps with stress and just to be out there just talking to God. No formality. I'm not having any type of formal prayer. I am just talking to God. And then I can pull out my phone because he definitely talks back. I start to hear things. I start to feel things that I believe he is sharing with me. So I will say that morning sunlight, sunlight walking, even if dawn works for you, like right before it gets too dark to walk outside, take those opportunities. Another key thing, setting boundaries. I was just talking to someone about that, where the frustration that they were feeling, because I've learned that as well. The frustration that they were feeling, it was because there were no boundaries. And so now once you learn to set those boundaries and keep them, because you could set boundaries, but if you're breaking them, how will anyone else respect them? So you have to maintain your boundaries. I used to be the one, I could do it. I could do it. Yeah, girl. Like, I want to make sure that you know that I'm there for you. Yeah, no, I'm not doing it. I'm there for you. And I'm going to do everything. But when I don't have capacity, I just do not have capacity. Now, I don't just give up and be like, girl, I ain't going because I'm just tired. No, it's not like just throwing a towel. But there are times when you just no longer have capacity. And so before your immune system go down or anything like that, before you start to feel all this weight of stress, sometimes you just have to let people know, I just don't have capacity. And that's okay. Um, and they still know that they can count on you. Just because I couldn't do one or two things, overall I'm still dependable. I'm still there for you. I'm still riding with you. I'm still rocking with you. So um but if you have ever been enrolled in people pleasing university, that setting boundaries are really tough for those who have been enrolled in people pleasing university. I was once enrolled. I have, if I've never wanted to be a dropout, but I did drop out of people pleasing university. And I'm happy to say I am a dropout. Absolutely. I am a dropout in people pleasing university. And I put that on my record. Yep. I showed that. Yes. Like any other time, they'd be like, did you drop out of school? You don't want people to know that. No, I dropped out of that one. The next one is asking for help. A lot of us, we've been conditioned to be independent, Miss Independent. No, I can't say, yeah, that was still kind of hard for me, but I will now ask for help. I will ask for help. So again, we are talking about stress. This April is the month of stress awareness. And the last thing is less overstimulation. Um, so that one is fairly new to me, learning about stimulation. Um, for example, I would say um, chewing gum. Oh, don't let me get in. If I ain't paying attention. The other one is I don't do it. I don't do it in public, and I don't do it as often. My baby sister is worse than me. Hold on, they fighting by my camera. Move it, move it. Get to going. Uh, is it another that stem is I will rock. Oh, I'll rock. My baby sister tear up your couch. Well, I don't do it as much as she do it, but I will if I'm on a good couch. hmm So these things like we is well, these are the things that can help with. I'm sorry, I had like two chains of thoughts, and I'm trying to look at them. So it got me in like a little stutter pattern, trying to see which one I'm gonna deal with first. But they are okay now. The one of the things I would say is look at what best fits for you to help with the stress. To one, assess. Is it sleep? Is it lack of sleep? Are you getting the hours that you're getting, and you're still finding yourself tired? And also, don't negate going to the doctor to make sure it's nothing more serious that is causing you to always feel tired, always feel exhausted. Um, so again, some things that can help with that is deep breathing, uh, morning sunlight. Absolutely, getting that morning sunlight. Walking, whether it be morning walks or afternoon walks. Setting boundaries, keeping your boundaries, respecting your boundaries, so others will as well. Asking for help. I know we don't like to ask for help, but asking for help. And then less overstimulation. Um, Again, if I've said something, please make sure you put it in the chat. Make sure you let me know where you're listening from, and put it in the chat so I'll know, and I will definitely interact with you, respond. And also, when I see that, when the one who comments the most in those chats, then I will enter your name into a drawing, and you will win one of my cups back there. This one was a gift to me. Um, this one was a gift to me from my best friend. So, um, yeah, I might try to get some more of these in and let that be a gift as well. But yeah, I love this cup. And it says melanin 100%, love 120%, beauty 100%. That should have been 120 for sure. Intelligence 120. Yeah, you're right. Strength 150. I'm gonna take that down a little. Confidence 160. Yeah, you better say it. And foolishness 0. That's a fact. Okay. Okay, now I can understand why I have other people online with me. Because me by myself, I be tripping. Anywho, uh, going back to going back to the subject, I'm going to take a brief. No, we'll finish this segment, and then we'll do a brief uh, reset. Okay. One of the other things that I guess we can look at as well when it comes to stress, when the body holds what the mouth never speaks. So this one we're going to talk about, what does that look like when our bodies hold the stress that we never speak of? Because sometimes we don't talk about what we're going through. We never address it. So it doesn't come out. It stays within. We just continue to internalize those things. And what does that look like? When the body can hold pain, the mouth never speaks of. And the body, the title of this, the body keeps the score. And we can tell when the body keeps the score because it's going to begin to show you. If it's in a healthy state, you're gonna see it. It's just gonna glow. You're gonna see that. When it's not so healthy and stress begin to put wear and tear on our bodies, your immune system start to go down. Just like for me, a few months ago, I got sick three times in a row. It was first a sore throat, well, slightly strep throat. Then the next thing you know, I had the flu. And then the next thing you know, I had the flu again. And this was all within a matter of 3 months. Um, that's when I realized, hold on, hold on, hold on. I know what favor looks like. I know what the hand of God feels like. Something is off kilter here. There is no way I should be getting this sick in a matter of a couple months. Once you get sick, typically your immune system begins to build up and can then fight against a virus. And next thing you know, that wasn't happening for me. No, sir, no, ma'am. So I had to be like, I'm stressed. Something is stressing me out. And like as I'm going through and I'm talking with my peeps, I'm talking to those who's my village. I'm like, I pretty have a pretty stress-free life. Like my family dynamic is good. I don't have no romantic dynamic. None of that. I mean, not like I don't want it. I'm just saying I don't have it. So I ain't stressed out in that area. Uh, money is all right, but I ain't stressed out about it. I can always use more. So I had to kind of start to go where's this open door, because it is getting to me, and of course, and unfortunately, it was the job that I was at the time. I was like, you know what? Every day I'm walking in here with something is happening, and that stuff is spilling over into my house, and now it's messing with my immune system. It's causing me to get sick. And yeah, so we had to let it go. Bear, do not start. Everything is not about you. This another one, and I don't have to give you all my attention. I do not. Thank you. Sorry. That's Bear. Bear is very, very needy. And I always say, I do not buy that line anymore about an emotional support animal. He is not emotionally supportive at all. He's a draining. All he wants is attention at me. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Rub me, rub me, rub me. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. So I just say, don't buy them wolf tickets no more, guys. I mean, but I won't trade him for the world. I love him. I love him. No matter what it sounds like on his mic, I love him. Again, that's why I should not have a show by myself. Because I laugh at my own jokes. I don't care if y'all are laughing or not. I really don't. But I do care, but I don't care. Because I'm going to laugh at my own jokes. Because I get it. I get it. But let's go back to what I was saying. What does it look like when your body is holding pain that your mouth never speaks of? One, anxiety. Anxiety, when I had another picture, when I always heard the word anxiety, 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 I always saw like, oh, you shaking, or you just can't take it, and like you would visibly see what it looks like. Because the few times that I've seen people who were experiencing a moment of anxiety, I saw them physically like shaking. And so that's the definition I carried in my head without really seeing what that would look like. But when I started going to counseling myself, I realized I had anxiety, and my anxiety was staying busy, because it kept me from really dealing with whatever I'm trying to avoid. I was constantly being busy, and so mine came in a form of uh, it kept me from having to confront things. And so that's another way. Headaches. Um, I get very few headaches. But like I said, for me, I recognize it through counseling. And I know a lot of people, especially in our community, even more so in the church community, um, may feel like, therapy is the devil. I would say differently, and it has helped me. It has helped me to not just only identify certain things that I had no definition or language for, and some things that I was identifying incorrectly in my life and over spiritualizing, when all then once I was able to see, wait, I thought that was something else, or I had no clue why I was doing certain things, or a thought pattern. So it really helped, because I'm trying not to give y'all my therapy session. Yeah. So I'm trying to talk without giving up my sessions. But yeah, I gained a lot from that, and that was one place where I learned boundaries. I thought I had them, but they were things that I talked out with myself, but I had not set them clearly with others. And so now I'm frustrated because others are pulling or expecting something from me, but I never set the boundaries. They just remember the person who said, I can do it, I can do it. So they were still expecting that person. Now, once those boundaries were set, then it's not set in a negative way. It's set in a respectful way, where now it's like, let me check and I'll get back with you. I don't have to say yes at that moment. I don't have to say yes at all. But now I know, let me chill out and see what I have capacity for. Because I used to be the one. I just want to let you know that, I'm trying to prove that I'm nice. I'm trying to prove that I'm dependable. Guess what? I'm not a Labrador. It's okay. So again, let's go back to what that looks like when our body hold pain that our mouth never speak, never speak. Anxiety, headache, stomach issues. I had somebody who really had some really, really bad stomach issues, had ulcers really, really bad, and it was from a lot of stress. Overthinking, that's another one. When you see people that's overthinking, shutting down. Now that would be me. Um, I have a little bit where I may overthink, but my overthink can be more critical of myself. Um, I don't really overthink. Like if it's time to, if I feel like it's something that needs to be done, I'm gonna jump to it. I don't really put a whole, and so that's the part where I need to kind of slow down. People pleasing. I'm telling you, I dropped out, and every time it looks like I'm trying to re-enter, I thank God. I ask Holy Spirit, please help me. Let me not go back to that. Because I think that is one of the greatest deliverance you can ever receive is when you get deliverance from people pleasing. The spirit is rejection. The spirit is rejection, but people pleasing is in that under that. It is a part of rejection. But when you get delivered from rejection, the Lord, it's just a door to people pleasing, and it's not a one and done. It's not just, oh, I'm delivered and no more. No, it's some work that has to be done because you've probably been doing it for a long, long time, just people pleasing, and it has so many roots and branches that, yes, that's one of the greatest deliverance I ever received that I didn't even know I needed. But when God showed me that, I did. My God, my God. And I never thought I was one that was had a spirit of rejection. Because I just thought it was about, I don't need them. No, it's deeper than that. It goes deep. Because, I mean, a lot of people like, I don't care what nobody say. Mm, mm. But anywho, I don't want to get off on a tangent. And irritability. So the thing, irritability, people pleasing, shutting down, overthinking, stomach issues, headaches, and anxiety. This is what it can look like when your body is carrying pain, carrying that stress that sometimes we never speak of, and many times it's because we haven't even acknowledged it. We haven't even understood it ourselves. Again, because a lot of times we might just go back to, I just didn't sleep good that night, and often it can be deeper than that. So so the trauma response sometimes could be fear, what we call fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. And what that can look like when we have those moments. Fight, it can come out in anger. So when we have these responses, it can come out in anger. So are you just quick to anger? I know I used to be. Oh my God. That was like I could not like be around people who, I ain't gonna say be around. It just irked my nerves. And somebody just keep crying. Like, why are you still crying? Like, I don't like crying. I'm getting better. It's hard for me to cry. So one day I found myself judging someone because they were crying. They was just crying too much. And at that moment, I just heard the Holy Spirit say, no, because I first I said they're too emotional for me. But at that moment, I heard the Holy Spirit say, you are emotional. Yours is anger. For some reason, I thought I was just different. See, that judgment will do that to you. You have grace for yourself, and you easily get judgmental and aggravated with everyone else. But you have grace for yourself when it comes to judging. And so here I was judging them because they dealt with their emotions through tears, through crying. Well, my emotions that I identify with more was anger. And so these are also trauma responses where something happened, and this is where we go. This is how it comes out, because we're holding things that we're not really speaking on. We're not voicing them. We're not getting them out. We're not giving them to God. We're not saying, look, I am dealing with this people pleasing got to go. This irritability got to go. We're not dealing with it. We're not. this overthinking, this is me trying to get into perfection. God, I am not perfect. No desire to be perfect. These stomach issues got to go, come out. Headaches got to go, come out. Anxiety got to go, come out. We got to call those things out. We got to speak it, because and not just give into these trauma responses of anger, flight. We're always busy, always busy. That can absolutely be me, and I have to catch myself. I have to catch myself of being busy. Freeze. When you freeze, you like you're stuck. Sometimes we're stuck in life. We're stuck in. You got so much information, you're paralyzed. You got not enough information, you're paralyzed. You're just stuck. You're stuck. So we got these trauma responses, fawning, pleasing everyone else. We're just fawning all over everybody. We just swoon, just fawning all everybody. People pleasing, just pleasing everyone. These are trauma responses. We think, oh, that's just their personality. That's just, girl, that's just how she is. Trauma responses. Because I know that for me, the anger was mine. I am quick to anger, was because God has really, really dealt with me. Not sarcasm. That I was trying to hold on to my deliverance. Like, Lord, I think I am, but I'm still very sarcastic. And I love sarcastic people, because I get it. To me, it'd be a joke, but then sometimes don't let it get too negative. Don't take it too dark. But I do like dark humor. Oddly enough, weirdly enough. So sometimes we can be called strong when we're basically surviving. And what we want to do, we want to break from that. So I hope that some of these cues help. We're gonna go to Sexual Assault Awareness Month, because like I said, April is about sexual assault awareness, and I think this is a very important topic that I'm going to close out with. So give me a quick moment, and I'm going to pull up some information. So I'll be right back. Doing it on purpose. Gotta know what you're worth. Gotta know what you're worth. Love the song, yeah, I survive. Walk with purpose in my life. Do it on purpose. You shall live and not die. All right. I am back again. Like I said, as I get ready to close out this segment, today's topic, we talked about stress awareness. April is Stress Awareness Month and Sexual Assault Month. So this one is really due to my heart, because I am a survivor as well of sexual trauma, of God delivering me from sexual trauma. I know, especially people in my church community. Oh my God, you telling people that you had sexual trauma. I know it is taboo in so many people's words. They're clutching their pearls right now. She said sex. She said cootie. Yeah, it's okay. Everybody gonna be okay. Everybody gonna be okay. Be like the little kid. She said duty. It's all right. But yes, I am a survivor as well of sexual trauma, and went many years of my life just not say it became normal, but it was definitely something that was not talked about. And you just live with it. You just thought you just live with it. But I thank God for freedom. I thank God that I am free from it. God has delivered me, and now I can help other people and not be bound by what the transgressor did. I don't have to hold on to a secret. I don't have to hold on to it as if it was mine to carry, because it was not. It never was. And oftentimes the public and people in your family, people that you know, even church people, will make you feel like, girl, be quiet. We don't talk about that. Oh yeah, why am I holding the transgressor's secret? That was their mess that they brought to me. So again, this is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and one of the things that I want to say again, as a survivor, one, what happened to you is not your fault. I know that there are so many things where people will say, well, this person should not have done this person should not have done that. It still does not give the transgressor autonomy over your body. Sometimes, yes, can we have made better choices? Absolutely. But it still does not give anyone the right to have autonomy over your body, to use it or to mistreat it any way that they want to. So definitely want to encourage you, if you know that you have been a victim of sexual trauma, make sure to reach out for there's therapy, there's prayer. I know people be like, pray, send in prayers. That doesn't work. Well, I don't know who you tapping into, but prayer works. God not only sees us, He hears us. He hears us and He answers. We serve a God who not just hear your prayers. He don't just see you on this earth, but He answer your prayers, because that's the God I serve. That's the God we serve. That's the God we have. Making sure we set boundaries, again, back to those boundaries, keeping those boundaries. Dealing with grief work, people who will help you with grief work. If you have, feel free to reach out. And with this video, I'll make sure, I didn't write the number down here, but I'll make sure I put a number in. There's a hotline that you can reach out to 24 hours, as well as reach out if you think that Purpose Place can assist you. That's what we're here for. But if it is an emergency, I will make sure that number is in the hotline for you. Learning safety again, trusting yourself again. These are things that we have to work through when you have gone through sexual trauma, because we want to get out of survival mode. When there's lack of trust, you will live in survival mode. You will not, sometimes you just don't trust yourself, and that's not a good place to feel or to be. The other thing I wanted to also make aware, as women, make sure you are listening to. I know when that trust has been broken, or when you've just put all the blame on yourself, you feel like, I can't trust myself. Trust those red flags that you see. I don't care if it's male or female. Trust the red flags that you see. I'm talking to women, but even for men, trust the red flags that you see. Watch the language and the behavior. Share locations on your date. Don't just go out on dates and nobody knows who you've gone out with. I used to have friends who would do that, but I'm gonna let you know, when I used to date when I was younger, I'm letting you know who I'm with. And my daughter will tell you to this day, if she goes out on a date, send me his license plate and his ID. License plate and ID. She's in the military now. I don't care, because I need to know who I'm coming for. License plate and ID. I want it. We don't go out like that. Again, going back to the boundaries, building safe communities, and get support early. And I always say, like, with my daughter, like, she don't want to introduce me to everybody just because she went on a date. Not like she date a whole bunch of people, but mama only want to meet whoever gonna be the person. But send me ID, and we all have each other on a tracker. So that's a good thing. Like me and my son, my daughter, we all know what each other are, and they definitely be tracking me. But one day, they gonna track me, and they ain't gonna like what they see. But right now, yeah, they track me. I'm at the store, I'm at church. But one day, they're gonna be their stepdaddy house. I'm just playing. Okay, back to sexual trauma. This is Awareness Month. And the other thing, as I get ready to wrap up, is, ladies, this is very, very serious. There is a website, and that was reported by CNN of 60 in February. 62 million men, 62 plus million men was on this website, showing each other, aiding each other, teaching one another how to sexually abuse their wives, the women in their families, not just their wives, but the women whom they say that they love. They are showing pictures, and I think it was like 6 to 8 women went on that site and saw that their pictures was on there. This website is I think the real name of it is motherless.com. That's allegedly. I don't want to give out the wrong thing, but it is teaching you how to grape the woman in your life. 62 plus million men on this site. Houston, we have a problem. There's another group, I think it's called the Fight Club, some type of fight club, where they are training young boys how to attack women. What? What are we coming to? This is not third world. This is not over there somewhere. Here, our time, real time. And no, even if it was third world, women don't deserve to be attacked. Even if it was in another country, it's still like wild. Teaching young boys. That's why we need the men of God. We need men of standard, men of valor to step up and start these groups, starts going to these different schools. If they can let all this other nonsense go to these schools and create clubs, we need men to go to these schools and create clubs. Healthy men, not the men that are on their website, not the men that's teaching them, because they'll be the ones that go to the school and create these clubs and pull in that foolishness. We need men of valor, men of standard, godly men to begin to show up to teach these young people, because we got the foolishness out there that's doing this right now. So again, this is Sexual Awareness Month. Ladies, please, I'm preaching to the choir. I'm preaching to myself as well. My son already said, okay, Mom, you need to get back to your gun classes. You need to get back to self-defense classes. I've been putting it off, and I'll do something else. But now it's time for me to invest in these certain things. And I'll say, I remember as a young girl watching Wonder Woman, and I remember saying to myself, I loved Wonder Woman. I really did. And I think it was Isis too. I had loved Wonder Woman and Isis. Bionic Woman had somebody, like, you knew she liked it. I think it was Bionic Man or Steve, whoever it was. But Wonder Woman and Isis, they were like on this island with a whole bunch of women. And even as a young girl, I think I was a little hot to try, but even as a little young girl, I knew I liked them. I liked the power and the strength and all the things that they did. But I always said as a young girl, yeah, I don't want to be on the island by myself with a whole bunch of women. I want a boy. And then as I grew up, I was like, yeah. I mean, even though when they redid Wonder Woman, that's still the only thing I was like, she on the island with all these women. Like, they need to upgrade this, and she need to be like a man. Well, after this information, I'm thinking Wonder Woman Island might be the safest place. I don't know. I might have to rethink it. But yeah, I still don't want to be on an island full of women. But in all seriousness, this is where we definitely need prayer. We definitely need to make sure as women we're staying safe. We're watching the red flags. It's sad that we have to be so vigilant, keeping our head on a swivel, go to the grocery store because of what is happening. And to say that you're married and now I might have to live in fear of my spouse, that is not God's will for our lives. 62 million men, that's just not perverts. That's people that you're working with. That's people that are in jobs that you're showing up, and now I gotta look and beside eyeing you. Are you one of the 62 million? This is a lot. And so again, we want to be aware. We want to make sure that everyone is safe, male and females. But today we're talking about sexual trauma, and I'm talking for the most part, to the women. Watch those red flags. Be attentive to the language, to the behavior. Don't make excuses for what you see. Keep your boundaries. If your boundaries are, you know what, Yeah, I don't bring people to my house and I don't go to people's houses, blah, blah, blah. Whatever your boundaries are, do not drop those boundaries because you don't want to hurt somebody's feeling. We are dropping out of people pleasing university because that's more than likely may be the reason you stay safe. Um, and make sure that if you have experienced sexual trauma, again, there will be a hotline, and make sure you get the support that you need. Don't hold on to that trauma. Don't hold on and don't internalize and not speak um, when what you've experienced. But make sure that you're sharing it with someone who you know who has capacity to hold this information, who has capacity to walk with you. Um, Again, we are here, Purpose Place, the collective. We're here. We also have Black Women Do Heal. We are there's a cohort of coaches that have been well trained in different aspects. So if something that we can do, we are here. And if not, we will definitely point you in the right direction of where you need to go to get the assistance and the help that you need. Again, I'll make sure I put that 1-800 number up there. So that hotline, you can call at any time with trained people as well. Again, oh, I did find it. Thank you, Jesus. Here's the 1-800 hotline. It's called RAINN, RAINN hotline. It is 1-800-656-HOPE, HOPE. 1-800-656-HOPE, HOPE. For domestic violence hotline, it is 1-800-799-SAFE, SAFE. Again, that's 1-800-799-SAFE, SAFE. And I'll make sure I put that in there for you. Again, as I get ready to close out, we wanted to make sure we had this segment up here. Thank you for spending time with me at the Purpose Place, the collective. We make sure to follow. If I said something today that blessed you, make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe. Send a review. Go on my page and send a review. That helps a lot. And share this. We want to be able to help people. We want to be able to spread the word. We want to be able to reach more people. I'll start posting some of our coaching programs, the areas in where I coach. Again, I am also the ambassador with Black Women Do Heal. I am a faith and spiritual ambassador with Black Women Do Heal, and we have a cohort of coaches that are skilled and trained in different arenas. So reach out. I can definitely get you connected with a coach that can probably assist you. And again, if we can't help you, we will make sure we send you to the right resource. Again, help us grow this space. And when you comment, I am entering your name into the drawing so that you can win one of my cups. This one is Coffee and Conversation. This is what I initially started. It was called Coffee and Conversation. I will always keep this because it definitely has some legacy behind it, and I'll share the story one day. So I won't get rid of that. And this one is my book, Mean Girls in the Church. I love this one. It says the seeds, what you sowing. So it's asking you, what are you sowing? Because whatever you speak, that's what you're sowing. So this one is Mean Girls in the Church. Again, this will be another one that I'll probably start ordering again. And this one is one that my best friend gave me. And it has all the stuff. It has strong, loyal, magic, sweet, smart, beautiful, all those things. Yes, I am. So yeah, I love this cup. Love, love, love. And but yeah, so again, thank you for joining me. Until next time, stay rooted in wisdom, grounded in purpose. All right, you have a good one. Bye. Doing it on purpose. Gotta know what you're worth.